everyone, welcome to Tammy's Creative Cards and Crafts. I'm Tammy, and I am coming on today to show you another real cool technique that you can do very easy with some alcohol ink markers and some alcohol. And I don't mean the kind that you're putting in your drink. Just a bottle of like rubbing alcohol. It has to be 90% pure alcohol or higher. The lower percentage doesn't quite work as well. So just get yourself a bottle of, rubbing alcohol. I'm sure that because of the pandemic and stuff, we've been keeping this in our homes if we can find it. And I'm going to show you a very cool technique to do with alcohol markers and alcohol. So what I have done is I've cut a piece of cardstock here. I'm going to make a card, and this is cut to 5.5 by 4.25. It's just a pretty pink piece of cardstock. So I'm going to put that aside. And then I have a piece of white cardstock here. This is cut to 3 3/4 by, so let me measure this again. 3 3/4 by 5. Okay? And set that one aside. And then what you're going to need is a piece of vellum. And this is cut to the exact same size as your white cardstock. So 3 3/4 by 5, so that if you put that right over that, it'll match exactly. Okay? So you're going to put your white cardstock to the side, and just now I have these Stampin' Up! Sheets that I can put on my work surface. So if I'm working with ink or anything, I can just put them down. If they get dirty, it's no problem. It kind of defeats the purpose of having a Tim Holtz glass mat, but I just like to work on these, and I'm just used to it. And then I'm kind of using them up to kind of get rid of them, and then I'll start working more on my mat. So what I've done is I had this little bottle of rubbing alcohol. It's in here. And I just put the bottle aside, and what I've done is put a little bit of alcohol in my lid. Just a tiny bit. And I have one of my aqua painters. Now it's pink on the tip only because I've been working with some pink alcohol markers. But I can brush this off and get all the pink off, so that's no problem if I wanted to work with another color, but I'm going to be working with pink anyway, so it's no big deal. So what you want to do is pick out 3 colors that you would like to have in your on your paper, in your, let's say, marbling. So I'm going to go with 2 shades of pink and a yellow. Okay? So what I'm going to do is take this dark pink, and on my vellum, you can see here the sheet of vellum, I'm just going to go and just make some different marks on my vellum in different areas. There's no set pattern to this. Just go and make some different squiggly lines. Don't make them all the same. Just little ones here and there. Okay? And then you're going to go in. Make sure you can get that all in frame there. And then you're going to go in with I'm going to go in with the lighter one. and I'm going to go in between. Now don't go over your dark pink, but go very close to it, because you try to not want any white showing. But, you know, still leave some spots. So just go in and make some spots with your other pink here. And if it does touch in a couple places, it's no big deal. Okay. Put a little piece there. And a little piece here. Little bits there. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the yellow. And these are all Stampin' Up! Blends. The wonderful thing about the blends is you can mix the colors together. They will actually blend together. So I'm being very careful not to touch the pink because they will start to blend together. So I'll try to fill in the white as much as I can. And I'm going to leave a couple little spots, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm just going in with the yellow. And this can be done in any colors that you love. Okay, so now you can see all the different. Now I have this metallic marker. And it's a gold metallic marker. I'm just going to give it a little shake. And I'm just going to go in here. Give it a little touch there. Maybe a little bit in here. A little bit up here maybe. And you're just trying to add some color here and there. I'm just going to touch this up here. There's a big patch of pink there. Okay, so now what I have is pretty much covered the whole thing with color. So now what I'm going to do is I have my little cap with my alcohol in here, and I'm going to take my aqua painter. This does not have any water in it. It's empty. And I'm just going to dab my aqua painter in the alcohol. So this is pure alcohol. Just dab it in, get some on there. And I'm going to start with the dark pinks, okay? So what I'm going to do is go over this dark pink, and I'm just going to dab on the dark pink. What you don't want to do is start mixing all the colors. Just let the alcohol do the work. Okay, so just go in and start dabbing in the different areas. And you can see it's starting to change. Just go over all the dark pinks there. Okay. And I'm going to brush that off much as I can. There'll still be a little bit on there. That's okay. Go back in and pick up some more, and now I'm going to go over the lighter pinks. Okay, and just like I said, dab over it. Don't mix it into the other colors. And now I'm going to go back in here, take as much as I can off of that, and go back in and do the yellow. Try to keep that in frame there, make sure it's not going out of frame. Okay, and so I'm dabbing on the yellow. And then the last one, I'll come in and just go over the gold. Okay, so lesson learned here from this other pen. That this was a new new gold pen that I used from another time from before. I'm not crazy of how this gold came out here, but I will show you one from one I used before. It did come out with a nice effect, but it's not as nice as the other one that I used. So what I'm going to do now, just move this little cap out of the way, is I have my little dryer here, and I'm just going to hold this down on the end and just give it just a little quick dry. Okay, so here is the finished product. To be honest, I'm not overly crazy about the gold, but I will show you one that I done just before that was just the pink and the two different shades with the pink and the yellow. And look how beautiful that turned out. And once you put this behind the white cardstock, look how beautiful that is. So imagine this on a card. Isn't that beautiful? So let me just, I think I'm going to use this piece instead of that one there. Let me cut this piece to size. And I will definitely use these little scraps. So I'm going to attach this to my white cardstock here. And I just have a little glue snail, and if you put it right in the corners just a tiny little bit, when you're putting the white background behind it, it doesn't show up. And that's how beautiful that looks. Look at how nice that looks on that pink background. Down straight. And I picked out a happy birthday. Let's see if this is, it's kind of blends in there, so I might put that on something. Let's see, some white. Let me see. I always have embellishments and everything going on here, which I have really pretty. Well, I just wanted to show you actually what it looked like, but this would look beautiful with this happy birthday on here, and I will definitely finish that up, but that's to show you the technique with this beautiful just markers and alcohol, and that's how you do that up. Very, very simple. And let me show you some other ones that I've done. So here are two more cards that I have done with this technique. Now here is another one with a different gold pen. And I don't have the gold pen with me, so I can't show you which one I use, but I will show you that in another video. But here is another gorgeous card, and you can see how it has the gold foiling flecks in the corners, if that picks it up. See that? And how the beautiful inking, this was just used with a dark pink and a light pink. And says just a note to let you know someone thought of you today. And I know we've been out of touch, but I think about you more often than you know. And it's just a beautiful background for any card. So that was one of the cards. And this was another one I made with a beautiful butterfly. And I Wink Stella'd up the butterfly. I used my blends to color the butterfly. And this circles here, that is actually the cap that I used. And I just dabbed it in the ink. And I just overlapped the ink circles. And it made this little cute little ink effect. But this piece here turned out absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited of how that blue turned out with the green and the yellow. It's just a beautiful effect. It's almost like a 3D velvet look. And I definitely will be playing around with this a little bit more. So that was just using a little bit of blues, yellow in different places, and a green, and then just going in and dabbing it with the alcohol. And that's the effect that you get. And this was a birthday. It says, happy birthday, wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. And of course, all my cards have my Stamp on the back. Although for some reason I sent out some cards recently and forgot to stamp them, and I don't know how that happened. And I actually made these 2 cards today too, but they didn't have the effect on them, but I'll show you them. This one is a little hello from me to you, and it has the little posies that I popped up, this little script on here, and it's just a note to let you know that someone thought of you today. So that was really cute. I love the, it's got like a French look to it with the blue and the yellow. And this one, I don't like making them, but we always need them, is the sympathy cards. So I used my embossing folder for this and popped up this beautiful designer paper, colored this one here and cut it out, and did a stitch circle here and put with heartfelt sympathy, sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short. And it's in a beautiful lavender, so that makes a beautiful sympathy card. So I hope that you like this technique. I'm sorry when I was showing you this that gold didn't turn out how I liked. The pink turned out gorgeous, but I'm just not happy with the gold. So, but this one turned out beautiful, and I definitely will be finishing this one, and I'm going to go on and make a blue one to go on here, because I cut out some happy birthday signs. So I'm going to make a blue marbly effect for this one and put the happy birthday on there to go with it. So that, I think that would be really, really sweet. So I hope that you liked my tutorial today. I hope that everybody is doing well. Still prayers going out to my sweet friend Sheila, my friend Samantha, and anybody else there that needs prayers. I'm sending them out to you with lots of love. And I do have some mail here to share with you. So I will be doing another video, possibly maybe later tonight, or I will be doing another one tomorrow. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me to watch this video, and God bless to each and every one of you. Be kind. I still am accepting entries for the Pet ATC. This is the last week, so get them in, and we'll be choosing a winner. Have a great evening, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.